Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and today we're doing a Pilates, lower abs, deep core, Vinyasa, with a lot of somatic awareness, fluidity, kinetic awareness. So basically we're going to be working on fascia with paying attention, being aware of the body. The body is electric. There is a few books, Body Electric, I think Robert Beck, that speak about the electric nature of the body. And because the fascia runs along the actually the meridians are basically the fascia channels, electricity runs through them. And when we become aware of the body, and when we begin to work on the fascia, we soften up the areas that are tense, that are dense, that are stagnant, that are immobile. And it is an amazing way to heal, because every disease, let's say 90-something percent, 99% of disease, dis-ease, the lack of freedom in the body, starts with a pattern that was already there before its physical manifestation. Sometimes the physical manifestation is a repeat injury, some other things that seem unrelated. It seems like it was an external force, it was random, but patterns run through the body, and technically they create weakness in that part of the body, or even attract certain level of injury or something like that, because everything follows a certain pattern in nature. And when we connect, that is level one or step one in solving tension in the body, because most disease starts with tension in a certain area of the body. And when we become aware of that tension, we experience it as pain or disease or symptoms that we don't want. When we become aware of the tension, that is a very important and big step in solving that condition. Sometimes solving the condition may take external force. That's completely a different subject. It may even take surgery, but sometimes it's just, if it's something that is something that the body can regenerate, once we work on solving the tension, things begin to realign. Everything is very follows a conscious pattern. So once we become aware of the pattern and begin to work with the body instead of unconsciously, sometimes against the body, we begin to realign, to dissolve tension. And this type of more fluid working on the core, allows us to feel the body, to experience, to become aware of patterns in the body. We all have patterns in the body, every single one of us, because we process reality, the world, life, with a certain level of our conditioning. So some things we process in a stressful way, and it stores in the body as tension, trauma, etc. And our job is to continuously work those areas out. We can, especially on the mat. The awareness of the body becomes the main work here. As a side effect, we become fit, we experience other health benefits, other benefits, but the main thing is we become aware of the body, and then in the process of living, we experience ourselves in a more rich way. We reveal layers of the self that otherwise would be unconscious. They would never be revealed to our psyche. That is the intro for today's class. So we're working with the fascia and the energy pathways, and when we hold a dense, tense, stressful, traumatic thought, memory, it can be in the future too. We can project fear. Projected fears can also store, but it can be past memory. It could be just a loop, a mental loop, a pattern of thinking. When we store it in a certain part of the body, because we direct patterned thoughts in different areas. When we store it in a certain part of the body, the fascia densifies. As the fascia densifies, it becomes too rigid. It doesn't have that gooey flexibility. And then we begin to experience stiffness, lack of mobility, rigidity, a lack of flexibility, and so forth. When we work out the fascia, there's different techniques for working out the fascia. Some of them are painful. It's almost like shiatsu and Feldenkrais, those methods of manual body work. But here on the mat, I feel with the breath, it can be extremely profound, but also less invasive. Always, if you're going to work with your fascia to release tension, always work. But this one is something that you can give to yourself, by yourself, in a matter of not a lot of time, daily. It's like a tune-up, but it can be very profound done continuously. By daily, I mean, let's say 5 times a week, 6 times a week, you come to the mat. All right, with that being said, we're going to work on some strength as well. We'll hold some poses, because holding poses builds a different type of bone strength that we don't get to experience when we lift weights only. So I'm just reminding you of the power of movement here, so that you feel motivated to do it, because knowing what it is makes you want to do it more. All right, let's begin, and let's flow with love, strength, and ease. All right, starting. For this class, grab 2 weights, hand weights, that you can, less than a pound or a pound, that you can use for the Pilates section. And we're going to begin with deepening the breath. As you deepen the breath, you can become light, weightless on your feet. So you move side to side, spread the toes, and just sway here, move as if you're gonna float off the mat. You're so light, you're so effortless here. Everything is light about you. Now, if some days you come to this class and you're not light those days, that's fine. That's part of the process. But other days you will be light. So just move here, you're standing. This is almost like a mountain pose, but with a lot of the feminine in it. We oscillate between the masculine and the feminine within the body, within the movement. And continue deepening the breath as you move and experience your feet. You're lifting the toes, you're feeling the bottoms of the feet, you're feeling your core, you're starting to lift Mula Bandha. Tune your awareness to Mula Bandha, so there is no tension. As you lift Mula Bandha, you feel even more freedom in your pelvic floor. So it's not tense, you're not creating another tension pattern. You are feeling freedom, everything feels more fluid, loose but strong. So we're working on all of those things as an experience. If you don't feel them in your body, then just imagine them in your mind until you create them in the body. And let's move the fingers now. So we're moving the toes, whatever is comfortable for you. Now, I really like to spread my toes out. It feels good, it aligns my entire body. But if you want to do a little less spreading, just spread them as far as you enjoy it, as it feels good. So now we're going to spread the fingers too. And because I want to work on those very important minor details, let's consider it minor but major, I also want you to include the eyes. So look to one side, crazy eyes. Look to the other side, crazy eyes. You want to use the eyes. And up, and down, and up, and down. All right, so now we moved the periphery. Come into complete stillness. for 3 breaths. And from here we're going to bring the arms behind us without clasping. You're almost gonna clasp and open them. Squat or chair and bring them up. Squat. And let's move in a wave-like pattern. So you're gonna go from chair with a semi-clasp to opening. Feel your core here. I'm gonna build up on the program on my website that was called Awaken the Core. This is my favorite program I've done, I think. I always send everybody new first to it. So I'm gonna continue on that. That program could be a year long. There's that much content in that subject. Great. And lift now. I want you to feel your length. Lift and feel the core. Great. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, look ahead, and we're going to step in plank. Press your heels away from you. Chaturanga and up dog. And chaturanga and down dog. Breathe into your body. You're always continuously developing a relationship with the body. You are the body. You're unveiling aspects of awareness of that relationship that allow you to bring more light to certain corners of the body. All right, here we're going to do that belly dancing lift. So you're going to lift one heel, straight leg, and the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the right leg up, spread the toes open, and lengthen. Now we're gonna flex the foot and press the heel away from us, toes open, and feel that length along the back of the leg. And we're gonna look between the hands, spread the fingers open, and we're going to come into one-legged plank with the right leg on the outside, and then back to that same very thorough pose with the leg straight and the feet flexing and the heel reaching away from us. And again, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. All right, here we're gonna bend the right knee and step it through and come up in high lunge. Take a really nice high lunge and hold it. You can lower it. You're activating the muscles, the bones, the connective tissue in your leg. Hold it and breathe. Feel your core as you inhale. And here we're gonna work on that deep core fascia as well, psoas, because we're gonna turning and twisting, but we're going to hold our lunge and chop to the side. 1 and back up. 2. Now isometric contraction, feel it. 3. If you don't make this challenging, it won't be. 4, because it's about your own connection to your own body. I think 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. And from here, we're gonna take a step to the front, only on the right leg, and bring the left knee to the right elbow. Step it back. 2, twist, feel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Stay here, step it down, chair. And I want you to come up as a wave out of chair. Think of it as dorky dance. So you're in chair and you come up. And again, pelvic tilt, come up and unfold. Pelvic tilt, come up and unfold. Pelvic tilt, come up, and now go to chair and hold it. And we're gonna reverse. Right leg steps back and to the front, left elbow, right knee. Right leg back. 2. Really feel it. Activate it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and step it now back into high lunge that you're gonna hold. Take nice deep for you. High lunge, hold here. Activate the core as if you're lifting the tissue here. The core connects to many of the meridians. Everything runs through here. It's a midway point in the body, that's why. We have the middle chakra, fourth chakra. At the top of the core, we have the solar plexus. And those are points where a lot of opening can happen in the mental body, in the mind, in the psyche. And we're gonna chop. Let's go. 1, 2. Really feel your obliques. 3 to the left. 4, 5. Really exhale, lift. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woof. And we're going to lower the hands down into down dog with this time the left leg up. Now I want you to spread your toes, flex your foot, turn all the toes towards the floor, and press through your heel. Find a lot of length in the back of the leg. Feel it, lift it, put energy into it. Feel that it has energy, that is vibrant. The pose, the muscles, the intention, the attention. All right, from here, straight leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And down dog. Breath. And walk your hands back to your feet, forward fold. Let's bend the knees, point the toes out, round your back, and fold here. Reach your hands forward, folding. And yogic squat. Great. From here, we are going to grab our little hand weights, a pound or so, and if they're wrist weights, you can place them on, otherwise you're going to hold them. If they're cans, and we are going to take chair. And walk to the front in your chair. Here we're going to bring a knee in, back to chair. Knee in, back to chair. Knee in, pull everything here. Chair. 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 Chair, 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 last one, and hold your chair. From here, we're going to draw circles with your arms and the left leg. So, opening here, reaching back. Opening to the front, draw circles, back. Opening to the front, circles, back. Opening to the front. And change. Squeeze the booty, squeeze the quads. Quads, booty. Quads, booty. Core. Great. All right. Step your feet about hip width, a little wider than hip width apart. And we're going to move through fluidity in the core. So we're gonna move the hips in a figure eight pattern. And I want you to get in. No tension, just fluidity. I promise fluidity for this entire program, and I will deliver fluidity. Maybe I'll skip a class or two and focus more on floor Pilates and such. I'll make it fun, I'll make it different, but we're also gonna work with the fascia, because the fascia makes the muscles strong, makes the body flexible. All right, now let's push the hips out, maybe even the booty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more, and we're gonna focus even more now on the tricep. So push out, triceps. Triceps, you're pressing through the triceps, it's very mild. This is almost like when boxers do very lightweight, and that gives them endurance when they take the weight off. So if we're constantly doing moves with lightweight, then we condition the body. Just a quick explanation as to why lightweight is important in this format. All right, we moved fluidly. You can wave your arms behind you, up, behind, before we take warrior two, right leg leading. And hold it with your little weights. Just hold it, solid. This is in contrast to fluidity. This is holding a pose. It's a different focus, completely different awareness, different energetics. Nice, complete exhalations. And change. So pivoting on the heels, look towards the back of the room, take your pose and hold it. Imagine that you're effortlessly floating above your mat. This is effortless. So you're really lifting. Everything is lifting. Physically and mentally and in your imagination. And from here we're going to sit down onto the floor, onto the booty. And we're gonna reach forward with our little weights, straight back, bent knees, feet in front of us, back and come up, back and come up, back, straight back. Really feel it. Great. Next one, right foot on the floor, left leg up, and we're going to touch the floor, and when we lift to the left, touch the floor, hands to the center, straighten the leg, and you can readjust as many times as you need to so that your back is straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good job. Onto the left forearm, onto the left side, right arm above us, and we're going to clamshell the legs right knee above the left. Here we're going to lift and extend the right leg, touch and release. Lift the hips, open the legs, extend the right leg, kick it up and release. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. This is full body connective tissue work. All right, change sides. Lift, lift, extend, touch, reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lay down onto your back, arms up, shoulders down, chest open. And we're going to take the left leg up. From here, right arm lowers down, not too far, you don't want to strain your shoulder, just as far as you have control of the core of the movement. And the left leg lowers down, belly in, almost like a stomach vacuum, very controlled. And touch your hand to your heel or to your toes or to your knee. And again, extend, same side. touch. Touch and really feel your core. Extend. Now you should feel your upper core, lower belly. Hold. Touch. 3, sorry. Lower belly, lower back on the floor. Continue. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. Take a break. Same control. I want you to feel the move, control the move, be present during this move. This move is short, relatively short, in just a couple minutes. So be present in your body during this move. As I've said, we don't always need to be present, fully conscious, etc. We have to alternate through states of consciousness throughout our day. But sometimes I remind you to be really present. So for certain classes, you can be present from the first moment to the end, and for certain classes, you can move like a wave, presence to nothingness, to emptiness, to fluidity, to fully present, and so forth. All right. Opposite side, lift the arms over the head, right leg lifts, and we're gonna lower the left arm as far down as you can without removing the lower back from the floor and without losing connection to your core. And then bring the hand to the toes, and again semi stomach vacuum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will flatten your belly. If you have digestive issues, bloating, things that make your belly push out, this works on the fascia, works on the connective tissue, the abdominal wall, pelvic floor, and I'm losing count right now. I'm talking. All right, and let's step the feet on the ground, open the arms out, and drop the knees to the right, head to the left. And change. And back up. We're going to flatten the lower back to the floor and reach forward. Here we're gonna step just on the right leg and take the left leg up. Hold here. Change. And lift both legs up. Here we're going to lower the left leg down towards the floor, holding here. Bring it back up, bend the left knee and touch the floor in a 90-degree angle, toe dip. And change sides. Right leg down, hold. Right leg up, 90-degree, bend at the right knee, toe dip, come up. Left leg down, hold. Left leg up, bend, toe dip, ooh! And change. Bend, toe dip. One more on each side. Left one. It is a simple pose, but it's a killer. Right one, hold. Come up, bend, toe dip. And relax, you can put your weights away. We're gonna go towards Shavasana, plow, starting with plow. Shimmy the shoulders, hold. To shoulder stand. To lowering back down and slowly lower yourself. On the ground, you can give yourself a hug. And stretch, arms over the head. Feet extended, stretch, point your toes and release into Shavasana. Take a moment to just scan the body. If any part of the body is calling you, you can bring your awareness there, and instead of trying to heal it, trying to make it better, if there's pain, trying to remove pain, etc., just work with the pattern of tension. So release tension. Sometimes our own resistance creates pain, oftentimes the incapacity to let go or to relax, to release tension, creates stagnation in the area, which creates shortening of muscles, hardening of fascia, etc., and that can create some form of pain pattern, imbalance. So if any part of your body, whether it is shoulders, neck, head, headache, etc., just breathe relaxation. That takes practice. You may make a few steps forward towards relaxation and then lose it later in the day. That is the name of the game. You're gonna keep coming back to relaxation. It is kind of like carving a new pathway and the old river for a river, or a new riverbed, and the river wants to go back to the old bed, so you have to repattern it. So if the river is flowing through a certain area and you want to guide it towards a different area, oftentimes you're going to have to come back and redo the work until at some point you'll find yourself having done the work. It may take a while, but you want to keep coming back to the areas of tension that you recognize. You may recognize new patterns of tension as you become more subtly aware of your body. But wherever you have discomfort, you're gonna bring relaxation there. It is a very subtle switch in the mind. So you're gonna find that switch and just relax there. Relax even with the discomfort. Until you're just not holding yourself there. You're not holding that body, part of the body tense. You're not focused in there, but you're just so relaxed in that area. Melting, letting go, allowing everything to flow. And stay here for a few moments, allowing yourself, your energy to flow with love, strength, and ease. Namaste.